The Shadow Trooper, and it's Black Friday and the Black Shadow Trooper, so it all works out. Ladies and gentlemen, done and done. I basically finished him off yesterday on Thanksgiving. Just had a good old time finishing, putting him out, putting him together. Wiped him down because he did have a little dust from a little pigment from Mr. Gundam, which we'll get to in just a moment. I didn't paint anything other than his gun, and I didn't really paint it as well because there ain't really no painting to speak of. So on his gun, what I did is I got some metallic pigment that looks like gunmetal. I just burnished it on, just give it a nice good up close sheen, and just a very little dry brushing on it, and that's it. And that's all I did on that. I got the stickers on. I did use stickers, and I didn't use decals. I thought the stickers did a really great job on that, on the helmet. And that's pretty much it. And he is articulated, so whatever position you would like to put him in, you can. I just did that for, because he just needs to be holding his weapon. But anyway, there you have it. Done and done. I will deliver him and the tank Saturday, so that's where I am on that. So the stand, I mean, it's real simple. It's almost like, about 5 pieces, so you can put him on, clamp that down to hold his waist. I call this the crotch piece because technically this part here fits on like so, and you're supposed to put him on, and there's a hole underneath him. You got to pull out a piece of the armor, and you can shove him down, and it's supposed to hold him. I really don't really care. I'm going to throw it in the box. You'll be able to do what you want with it. I think he stands up just fine with. You may not use a stand at all, but who knows. But there is Mr. Shadow Trooper. That's a fun kit. I mean, just have a good time putting it together. So I finished the Shadow Trooper, finished the Leopard, and I also finished the Gundam Greyback. And I was going to do a laser sword on him, but I decided I'm going to stick with the gun. He's going to be hanging from the ceiling. I've basically been getting old Mr. String out here, and I'm going to tie him up before, and I'll try to take pictures of him. So I'm going to hang him from the hobby store. So he's going to be on permanent loan. Since he's got a big Gundam aisle now, and he really needs to be hung in the Gundam aisle, flying and everything. See if we can draw some interest and drum up a little more business and display Mr. Gundam. Last thing I did is I just went in. What the hell is that? A blank piece of paper, man. I don't know why I had that up there. It must be, I don't know, who knows. Anyway, Mr. Gundam. You thought I lost my place. I didn't. One thing I did do is I just went in and I could keep picking at it with chips and everything if I really just wanted to keep going. I'm at the point where, I like to call it, it's got enough on there, and if you wanted to add on later on, have at it. If I wanted to take away, I could do the same thing, but I think he's at a good enough stage where he's got enough chipping on him. You might be able to see some on the wings here and everything. Just more very subtle weathering. That's the way I like to do it. More you have to get up on it to really see it. Again, with the chipping on the feet, around the edges, around everywhere. Of course, the bottom, which is going to be seen, I tried to do a little bit of chipping in there, darken everything up. Maybe you can see it at different lights. Different dirt in different spots. Try not to be uniform, but trying to be, precise in one spot, because we want it random, because getting scratched and everything is a random pattern, not anything uniform. Anyway, gun I found at the thrift store, which I assume is like a cheap Gundam toy, but anyway, I chopped it off, made a new weapon out of it. So I think he'll look pretty darn slick. Get him just right where looks like he's flying, or something like that, hanging from the ceiling. Anyway, that's where I am on Mr. Gundam. So I'm going to take him off the workbench. We'll take him and hang him up on the, I like to do a video on it, right? It may be later on, probably, I want to say middle of December. We could do a video. The hobby store is busy at the Christmas time of year. I know, I've been involved in that, so we'll try to do a video there. But if you want to see still pictures, look on the social media and you'll see that. Anyway, that's a fun kit. I may do another one. I got a big unicorn one, not a real unicorn. That's just Gundam, what they call him. Which, if it's a real unicorn one, I probably would buy it already. But anyway, he's like 48 scale, a little bit bigger than him. He's like that tall. I may get that. I haven't decided what I want to do. You always want to try to get a Christmas gift for yourself, and that might be one of them for me. So, finished Shower Trooper, finished Leopard Tank, finished Mr. Gundam, and up next for the Build for Others, we are going to build the Andromeda. And this is the fancy one because it's got the lights in it, so we'll be able to put all the wave motion gun in there. So all I've been doing, and I just actually been looking through the manual, make sure I like to familiarize myself, don't like to normally jump right in and go, hey, I can do this. But anyway, that's where I am on that. So we're going to start that next, and then I'm leaning toward a personal build here because I showed this in the last one. These are the Savage Mechs. I like these real well. Someone mentioned that it looked like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle to him. That's interesting. I even may consider that as well. Do Raphael or Leonardo either paint the head, the color of the turtle, the blue, and then have the turtle scheme, the I want to say green and brown. I may do that, or I may do the fry. I haven't decided quite yet, but anyway, that's probably on deck next. Anyway, that's what I got going on today on this Black Friday, and I don't really participate. I can't say that yet. I do. I go to like the thrift stores and the consignment stores because they have like big discounts. And anyway, I buy toys and models, so that's what I do on Black Friday. I go to all the little stores, and then I shop a lot on Small Business Saturday, which we'll probably talk about that as well. Anyway, that's what I got going on today, so stay tuned for the next exciting episode.